Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Stardew Valley with AndyRich. In today's episode, what the plan is, as you can see, it is raining. Oh, also as you can see, my radishes are ready for harvesting. I was not mentally prepared for that to happen, but exciting nonetheless. I believe we can put those... We'll probably stop by the community center to... Oh, never mind. We're going to sell them all, I guess. We'll keep some of them just in case we need to give any gifts or anything like that. Uh, let's keep two of them. Anyway, today, as you can see, it is raining. So what that means is we don't need to water our crops. That means we have a lot of energy. So we have a lot of flexibility of what I can do today. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, thunder and lightning. Whew, I've never seen thunder and lightning in this game. That's exciting. Good morning, my beautiful chickens. Good morning, Gertrude. Good morning, Krusty. Hello. Good to see you. Thank you for that egg. So yeah, the plan for today's episode, since it is raining, is first off we are going to do some wood chopping and some general farm cleanup. That will be our sped up portion. Don't worry, you don't have to sit through that. And then after that, I think we'll see how I'm feeling afterwards, but we will either do some fishing or some mining. In terms of our little contest, if you're new around here, we do a little thing where I play a song from a video game, and it is your job as the viewer to figure out what that song is and to post in the comments what you think it is. And for people who guessed correctly, they get the opportunity to have their comment displayed in my video, which is super exciting. Very high honor to have the prestigious AndyRich grace you and bestow upon you the honor of having your comment featured in his video. Highest of honors. You could put it on your resume or something like that. So yeah, last episode, the winner was this comment right here, by Pixel Ninja. Pixel Ninja guessed correctly that it was the menu theme from Super Smash Bros. Melee. Some of my fondest video game memories are going through the classic mode, adventure mode, break the targets, Cruel Smash. Well, I don't exactly have fond memories of Cruel Smash because that was brutal. But just playing that game as a kid, one of the first games I experienced, and I didn't fully complete it, but I got a really good chunk out of it. Thank you to everyone else who commented and attempted. There were some other comments just saying Super Smash Bros., which was technically right, but I wanted to give the honor to the person who got it most precisely. So good job. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to play today's clip as I cut down a bunch of trees. When I come back, we will be at the mines. Oh, I guess we'll be at the mines. I guess I decided on that. Actually, no, I want to go fishing. AndyRich is a fickle being, but a being nonetheless. So yeah, I'll get some cutting done until I'm about halfway through my energy bar, and I will see you guys at the other side. Remember, if you recognize that tune, or if you cheat and Shazam it, which is discouraged and frowned upon, but, you know, I can't really hound you all down and figure out whether or not you're cheating or not. Regardless, remember to leave that comment down there. If there's two comments that I deem... Oh my gosh, chill out, Stardew Valley, holy. If there are multiple comments that I deem worthy of being featured, I will run a little RNG random number generator program to determine a winner. So even if you see someone else with the correct answer and you're like, oh, I can't win, give it a whirl. Maybe fate will be on your side. Anyway, here's the clip. Make your best guess and good luck. All right, welcome back, guys. If you recognize that uh music clip, I forgot what music was called for a second. If you recognize that music clip, what the heck? Who is this creepy man? Just real quick before we talk to him, if you recognize that clip, post in the comments. Yeah, good stuff. Old Mariner. I've got this old amulet to sell, but something tells me you're not ready for it, lad. What the heck? What's this creepy man doing on our beach? It's a little weird. Whatever. Just a typical day in Stardew Valley. So the plan, I actually have a topic lined up, something that we can talk about. Normally when I do fishing episodes, I just kind of ramble and usually pretty good conversation happens, but like this time I actually have a topic prepared. Oh, come on, I just missed the perfect. Red snapper, Coolio. Oh, that was an awful cast. No, I'm just going to redo that one. Yeah, I have a topic lined up. I'm going to talk today about my thoughts on job interviews. Tomorrow I have a job interview, which is pretty exciting. But it's also a little nerve-wracking, but it's also like a follow-up interview because I've already had one interview with them, so I mean, I'd like to think it's good. Job interviews are just such a weird... Whoa! Chill out there, Mr. Fish. Job interviews are so weird because there's so many unwritten rules that you need to follow. Did I just catch a mullet? Ugh, business in the front, party in the back. There's so many hidden things that you need to keep track of, like what you wear, how you present yourself. And like, okay, if you're talking to just your friends or something, would they say to you, new record? Would they say to you, like, what would you think, AndyRich, is your greatest strength? And that's just such a weird question. Like, I don't want to come across as like super conceited and be like, oh, I'm super good at this and I'm super good at that and you guys should hire me, you know? But at the same time, I don't want to sound super self-deprecating and be like, well, I don't know, I'm not really good at much. Like, it's so weird. You have to brag about yourself, but make it not seem like you're bragging. You picking up what I'm laying down here? And like, it's weird. It's like you're on display for the people to assess you, I guess. Have I ever seen seaweed before? I don't think I've ever gotten seaweed before. That's exciting. It's like you're under the microscope, and these people who you've never met before, who could potentially be like your future employers, or they could be just some randos that you never talk to again. And it's up to you to pretend like, oh, I'm super into this job. And like say, I'm super qualified for reason A and reason B. And you might not even be that sold on the job. I remember I had it wasn't for an interview, it was whether or not I could lead a trip at my university. And I didn't even really know if I wanted to do it. They were really desperate for someone. And I was like, sure, I'll like interview for it, I guess. I don't really know if it'll be a good fit for me, but hopefully the interview will reveal that to me. And they were super like, yeah, we're so pumped to have a guy leading this. We would love to meet at this time. Please come on over. And so I went over and I was like, okay, we'll see how this goes. And they went from the whole like, yeah, please come, we're so excited, to asking me questions like, what makes you want to do this trip? What makes you qualified for this trip? And I was just like, wait, hold on, lady. I don't even know I want to do this. I'm trying to figure it out. And they honestly scared me off more than anything. It's like an interesting power struggle because the boss people want you to think that like, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I love bosses, and my boss right now is great. The bosses at my interview seemed really great, but it's a weird power struggle because in the end, it's just as much the interviewee's decision as it is the interviewer. Like, they might say, yeah, you're hired, we want you aboard. But if, oh, let's get the treasure, baby. Okay. Click, 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 AndyRich. Click! No. Sad. Next time we'll get it. Okay, because if the interviewers, the people who are looking to hire, decide, hey, we want this person on our team, and they're like, you've been accepted for the job, the interviewee can still say no with like little to no consequence, right? So in the end, it's just as much the interviewee's decision as it is the interviewer's. So it's just like a weird power dynamic where I caught it. I wanted the prize. It's a weird like power struggle where like I mean, okay, in the end the boss is the boss and the boss has the like the final say, and if you do get hired, what the heck was that, dude? Chill out. Holy. I'm stunned. It is the boss's decision, and if you do get hired, the boss is in charge of you, right? So it's not like you're the one in charge. But I just feel like the interviewees feel like they have much less power than they actually do. My approach to job interviews is it's both parties looking to see whether or not the job is a good fit. And like I've been to 2 job interviews in the past couple of weeks. One of them was good. It was pretty stiff, pretty formal. I didn't love it. It was kind of, I don't know. It felt tense, and I'm all about meeting people, right? I'm all about making personal connections with people and building relationships and stuff. So just me sitting there, them asking questions, me answering questions, it wasn't like super. It wasn't off-putting per se, but it was also like it was okay. I didn't mind it. But then my other job interview, this is funny because I'm very different from some other people. My other job interview, they were very disorganized, and they were like 15 minutes late or something. Whoa, what the heck? I did not know I could get in here. Actually, I did. I saw it online, not gonna lie, but cool. I think there's a secret we can do in here. We'll do that in a later episode. Stay tuned. Exciting things to come in the world of AndyRich. We'll dig through some trash cans as we finish up this conversation. Yeah, the second job interview that I went to, they were very disorganized. A bunch of them were late for the actual interview. It was very chill. They got to know me as a person and it didn't seem as much of a priority that they were like acting professional, and it was honestly a much more enjoyable atmosphere, and it just made communicate to me that yeah, okay, maybe this place is a little less professional, maybe a little more disorganized, but it was honestly like a good experience, this job interview. I made connections with these people that I've never met before. I had legitimate conversation. I got to know them as people, and they got to know me as a person, and it honestly felt really good. Um, yeah, I guess just remember for the takeaway you guys can take from this, the life experience sharing from AndyRich, who has had so much life experience and is very wise and all that stuff. I guess what I want you guys to take away from this is like job interviews is just as much you interviewing them as them interviewing you. So next time you have a job interview, maybe throw a question their way. Just like throw in like, what do you think your greatest strength is as a company? See what they say to that. You'll show them, those suckers. Or just don't, because you might not get the job. And then you'll blame this guy that you watched on YouTube, and it'll just be really awkward. So maybe don't do that, but yeah. Ocean fishing. I only caught one thing from the ocean fishing bundle? You're joking. Well, that's lame. I also got a sunfish for the river fishing, I think, though. Yeah. Ka-chow. Awesome. Cool, so that's kind of my little... Not necessarily a rant. Was it a rant? It was kind of a rant. Just something I wanted to say. There are a lot of... Yeah, there's work employment transitions going on in my life, and I've experienced job interviews more in the past little bit than I normally do. And it's just kind of something that was on my mind that I want to talk about. I hope if you guys have anything to say about job interviews, about your experience with job interviews, let me know. Post it in the comments. Give me a little chat. If you think I'm totally wrong, I want to hear it. That's fair. I'll just ban you. Can I ban people? I don't even know if I can ban people. Alright, let's collect our profit. Do we keep seaweed? Let's keep seaweed. I feel like there might be some use for it that I'm not aware of. Let's put it in the natural... the last chest I opened, of course. Awesome. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for today's episode. I had a good time. We went fishing. Let's go over here so that we pause the time. Yeah, good episode. Got some fishing done. Got some cleaning up done. Remember to post in the comments about what you think that song was. Post in the comments about your recent experiences with job interviews. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye and good night.